Hello, my name is Bradley, and I'm your host of The Internal Game. So one of my favorite teachers, Alan Watts, has a quote that I'm going to paraphrase, and it's about psychedelics, a little bit, I guess, about psychedelics, and I'm not saying that you guys take psychedelics or anything like that, but the message is really important, right, for what I want to talk about. And he said the psychedelics are an instrument, like a microscope. They are pretty much used to see the truth, right? But when you get the message, hang up the phone. He said a biologist doesn't keep his eyes permanently glued to the microscope. He goes out and works on what he has seen, right? When you get the message, hang up the phone. Neville says, be doers of the word, right? As in, if you were anything like me, I had a couple one-on-one sessions yesterday, a few of them, and in one of the sessions, I was talking with this woman, and I was talking to her about like the rabbit hole that I went on trying to find like that missing piece, right? Like I was like literally addicted to information. I can't even tell you guys how many self-help books I have, or how many I've read. Many, right? The amount of videos that I've watched on different subjects, trying to find my way. I would get halfway through a self-help book and be like, man, like maybe, not this one. It's not this one. It's got to be another one. It has to be another one. And I knew it all as truth, right? Like when I found Law of Assumption, I really like lined it all up. I was like, this stuff is true. When I found like the Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, I was like, okay, this stuff is true. But it was like, it didn't really matter too much because I was like, I don't know if it was belief in self. I don't know if it was just, I've been so used to looking at things, outside of myself, but I kept in this rabbit hole of just looking. And if you keep seeking, you're gonna keep seeking, right? If you're trying to heal, you're going to keep trying to heal. That's why they say you already are what you desire to be, kind of thing. So if you were anything like me, and you resonate with like what I'm saying or what other people are saying, and you just know that this stuff is true, and you know that imagination is reality, the reality, and you know that everything's coming from you, and you know that you are this source being, and you're connected to source, and you are literally everything, right? And you know this, and it's really hard to like stop kind of obsessing over another video. Now, there's nothing wrong with watching videos, nothing wrong with reading, especially when you're like, okay, I love this information. But to keep looking for self in another book, and maybe it's got to be the next book, it's got to be the next video, the next coach, like things that I was doing. It wasn't until I really stepped into my own power and the realization that like, okay, I'm a doer from here on out. Like, I don't need anyone else. I just need me. Like when I stepped into that, my life changed. That's it, right? When you get the message, hang up the phone. In The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle says, I'm not telling you anything that deep down in you that you don't already know. I'm just reminding you. And I love that because like I was thinking that before I read that sentence. I was like, man, like that, yes, like what you're saying, like I know it is true. I don't know why I know it's true, but I know it's true. And then I found the Law of Assumption and the Neville Goddard stuff, and I was thinking about that and lining my past up with what had happened and my thoughts and all that stuff. And I was like, wow, I know this to be true. And then I found out that it's as simple as just returning home, returning to the kingdom, seeking the kingdom, returning to you, a return to love, like the Marianne Williamson book, like a return to this. and remembering who you are. That's it, right? You don't need to complicate it and make it any bigger than you, because it's not bigger than you. And every one-on-one session that I've ever had, I've had this conversation where I say, listen, everything that you say after "but" is the reason why you don't have whatever in your life, is the reason that you're not seeing it. This is truth. And there are people in these communities, there are people that I've met, I've been one of these people, including that I'm like, okay, I know law of assumption works. I know that I'm this eternal being. I know that my imagination is calling forth all these experiences. I know I'm attracting, who I'm being. My state of being is attracting what I see out there. I know these things. Yet why am I not implementing it? And I would always have some story as to why, or be looking at success stories, like, oh man, that worked for that person. What did that person do? Or what did that person do? Oh, okay, that person did that. So then I would go to that coach's YouTube or read that book that was recommended, and all of a sudden my attention is everywhere. I'm like, well, this person says affirm, this person says this person says that, and it works for them because you see it working for them, and you're like, man, why is it not working for me? And then you make all this story in your head about okay, it works for them but not for me. But my situation is a little bit different, because I did this, and my SP did this, and my boss did this, and my family did this, and money's always been this, and we fight for these limitations. We literally fight for our excuses. And when I realized that that's what I was doing, my life changed. So think about, are you fighting for your excuses? Are you fighting for that old story? Everything after "but" is an excuse, and everything after "but" is the reason why you don't have it. So if you're saying, I've really been working on myself, but SP still hasn't called me. Why are you aware that they're not calling you? Fill in the blanks. Whatever your story is, and you say, I've been doing this, I've been working on this, I really think the law of assumption works, I really do believe I'm this eternal being, but whatever you say, and whatever you say after that, that's the reason. That's it. I've made videos on pretty much damn near everything. I got 280 of them or something like that, and it was all just this knowledge just coming right out of my mouth. I would take it in, share it, 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 take it in, share it. And I just wasn't doing it. It was all truth. But it doesn't matter if you don't embody it. I can promise you this. It doesn't matter if you do not walk this walk. Just because you know it's true. It goes back to this belief in self, and that it can happen for you, and that you are it already. Because if you're looking at a bunch of success stories, if you're jumping from teacher to teacher and whatever to whatever, trying to find your missing piece, I'm here to tell you that the missing piece is you. You've heard me say a long time ago in videos, you are the technique. I'm sure other people have said that. It's you are it. It's never going to be outside of you. It's never going to be bigger than you. It's never going to be bigger than you. You are so powerful that your excuse, just a reason that you have given yourself, is the reason that something's not happening. Think about that. You defined it. You put the limits on you. You are God's source being. You are actually limitless. Don't think of yourself, from here on out, try not to think of yourself as the personality that you have accumulated with your memories and the experiences that you have up until this point. Think of yourself as God in a body. If your name is Sue, you're not Sue anymore. You are God in a body, playing as Sue. I'm Bradley. I'm not Bradley anymore. I'm God in a body, playing as a guy named Bradley. And remind yourself that the only limitations that you have are the ones that little old Sue, little old Bradley, little old whoever have put on you. Because you have forgotten who you are. And that nothing is bigger than you. And when you realize that you are this source, then, and you step into that, then you can go and be the doer of the word. But until then, you're always going to think something is missing. And you're always going to look for it elsewhere and outside of yourself. And you're always going to have a story that has but in it. When you drop this illusion of limits and this illusion of who you think you are, now nothing's missing. Now you're not lacking anymore. Now you know that you are everything. Now you know you just claim it. Now you know that you just walk in the faith, knowing that you are it, and that you decide everything. Now you don't feel separate from. That's the big one. That's when people want to spaz out and react and, oh my God, I gotta affirm. Again, nothing wrong with that. But I mean, like, when you're coming from a place of, and you can still get it, even if you're coming from a place of lack. But I mean, like, does that feel good to you? Do you feel powerful like that? Or do you feel hopeful? God's not hopeful. He knows. He knows what's up. She knows what's up if you're a woman right now. Like, you know what's up. This God knows what's up. So, if you get the message, hang up the phone. If you know what the truth is, hang up the phone. But it's a lot, like, if you know it's true, and you're still searching, put the belief in self, remember who you are, and you're going to realize that, oh, I can watch this video because I like Bradley, or I can watch this video because I like such and such, or I can watch this video because I like such and such. But, and these are good reminders because, you know, I like the way this guy explains something, or things like that. But it's not going to be because, oh my God, like, I need this because, like, I still am looking for the answer. If you keep looking for the answer, you're going to end up forever looking for the answer. You have to remember and really know that you are it. You are the answer. You are everything that you've ever been looking for right now. So if you got the message, hang up the phone, go be a doer of the word, go step into your power, because, I mean, you already have been stepping into your power, but actually consciously. You've always been powerful. You've always been running it, even if it looks unfavorable. But I mean, like, I'm talking about consciously step into the knowing that you are it. Hang up the phone. Stop searching. Stop feeling like you're missing something, because you're not. But the more you keep doing, the more you're gonna feel the more you're gonna feel like something's missing. It's never gonna be enough, because you don't feel enough. So that's all I got. See you guys in the next video.